We looked ahead in excitement, because none of us had ever seen an animal since we were born. But then, this was Earth 100 years later. It turned out humanity had started a nuclear war, and the entire planet was destroyed. Radiation was everywhere. Humans could no longer survive on the surface. The remaining survivors were forced to live on a space station. People called it the Ark. Meanwhile, inside the Ark's prison, I was drawing patterns on the floor. Suddenly, 2 guards burst in. They ordered me to hold out my arm and put a metal bracelet on me. I explained to them that I wasn't 18 yet and shouldn't be executed, but the guards tried to force it anyway. I fought back and escaped the cell, but just as I was about to run out, my mother walked out from behind the guards. I tried to ask for help, but she calmed me down. They weren't taking me for execution, but for a dangerous mission. We were being sent back to Earth, and I'd go with 99 other kids. Before she could finish, a guard shot a sedative dart at me, and I slowly lost consciousness. It turns out that the space station is almost out of space and resources. The leaders had no choice but to come up with a plan. They selected 100 imprisoned teenagers and sent us to scout Earth. I was one of them. When I woke up again, I was already on the dropship heading to Earth. Through a brief video, we learned that after landing, we needed to reach the supply drop point. The teens on board didn't take it seriously. Some even unbuckled their harnesses and floated around for fun. But suddenly, the dropship shook violently and started plummeting. The Ark lost contact with us. Luckily, the dropship landed safely, but the 2 who unbuckled died instantly because we feared the air might be toxic. While everyone hesitated, Bellamy opened the hatch. In that instant, the kids born in space were stunned. The blinding sunlight, the fresh air, everyone cheered, because scenes like this had only existed in books and videos. Once the excitement settled, the 98 teens began forming groups. Bellamy, who opened the hatch, already had a dozen followers. They immediately confronted Wells and me and started provoking us, because back on the Ark, my mother was a doctor and Wells' father was the chancellor. I told everyone we had to reach the supply drop fast, or we'd starve, but Bellamy suggested that Wells and I go scout ahead and bring food back. Everyone agreed. I had no choice but to accept. Because Wells had an injured leg, I went with Finn and 2 other boys to look for the supplies. On the way, I grew worried. Aside from plants, I didn't see any animals at all. But just then, a spotted deer appeared ahead. But we were all stunned because the deer had mutated.